Say hi. So we were gonna try and do 2 videos a week, but with every little bit of crazy scheduling, we decided 1 video a week works perfectly. So, I wanted to go over real fast. Last time I was asked about a hack, a parent hack, and I wanted to clarify for everybody. So this right here is a wipes reusable holder. So when you run out of wipes, you can always just pop the lid and put more wipes in. No big deal, right? So a lot of people get multiple of these all the time and they just throw them away. Which I understand because you really don't need that many. But when you buy the big package of resealable wipes or restockable wipes, a lot of times it comes with one. So it can't really be helped, unfortunately. Something that we do though, like I said, is we put toys in it. One's in my car, one's in Daddy's car. And she loves these. So we're gonna start off with these first. Do you want the 5? All right, they're little phone letters, and of course we have numbers. I don't know if you can see, but they have grooves on them. Each letter and number has different color and a different groove set. So it's lovely on her teeth, well, her gums, for her to use. It's soft on one side, grooved on the other. And as you can see, she loves them. She loves to chew on them and all. And of course, they're actually bath toys. Most people didn't know that. So another thing that we keep in here is this little Chewy. We have 2 of these just because she loves them so much. And I make sure that I keep one in my car and my husband has one in his. So that way we don't have to worry about losing it, which is really nice, especially when they love to chew on things. Another thing we keep in here is just another little bath toy. She loves, you know, these little plastic toys. She could chew on them, play with them, whichever. They're bright and colorful, so she loves those. And another thing, we keep a rattle, any type of rattle. We just have this one in here today. If you can hear it, it has a small little bell, not a big rattle. You know, a lot of them are plastic. I like this one better, mainly because it's old-fashioned. It's been passed down. It's got a little wooden circle down here on the bottom she can chew on if she wants to. No big deal. And of course, it is pretty. So that's just a few things that we keep in here. And I just wanted to talk about that real fast. And she also loves to play with the container itself because she can close it and then try to open it back up. Yeah. And it's just a new fun way for her to learn. So I just wanted to talk on that real fast. Another thing that I've seen and that we actually do, most people don't think about. So when you go driving, you have your kids in the back, of course. A lot of parents don't think about the fact of what happens if you get in a wreck and you're hurt and cannot talk. So if you know how to put a car seat in the car properly, no big deal. The car seat technically should be there depending on how the car wreck goes. But what if it's not? What if the car seat itself with the child in it got flown from the car? You need a way to basically tell paramedics, hey, there was a child in this vehicle. Look for that child. So what we do is take a small piece of paper or cardboard or something, and we tape it to the dashboard right by the steering wheel. Because of course, they're going to see the adult right away. You always look for the driver first when a wreck happens. Right. Yeah. So of course, that's the first thing we're gonna do, is make sure that it's right there up front. Now, a lot of people have those baby on board signs, but because there are so many different signs, a lot of people, as soon as they see a sticker when they're driving, they're always like trying to get as close as they can so they can read the sticker. And they've actually been proven to cause more issues and cause, you know, a few fender benders because everybody's trying to see what the sticker says. So instead of doing that, we tape a little sign to the dashboard right there by the steering wheel. Just that way, if anything happens, paramedics know there was a child in the vehicle. If they don't see it right away, look for the child. The child could be hurt. Another thing is on the car seat itself, take a little piece of paper, cut out, a little note card, whichever, and write the parents' first full names and their contact info, and the child's full name, date of birth, and anything the child's allergic to. Okay, this is especially good for if you go on long drives, so that way you're not in the same town. And of course, even if you are, most cops won't know who you are. Also, it's good if someone babysits your children. So that's a really big thing. So that way paramedics will know, especially if the driver cannot speak, they'll know how old the child is, what the child might be allergic to, and how to better handle the situation. And especially if someone babysits your kid, they'll know how to get in contact with you. So that's just a few tidbits. I also had somebody ask me about my birth experience. It was actually very interesting. We were supposed to have twins. I lost her twin in the womb before she was born. And due to other complications, I actually went into labor on June 1st. And it was really crazy. I was not dilating at all. So they tried to do an inducement and it still didn't help. I didn't get an epidural, no pain meds, no nothing. It wasn't until 11:47 p.m. June 2nd that they finally did an emergency C-section and pulled her out. I didn't get the epidural until 11 p.m. that night, right before the C-section. So I had an interesting labor. We'll just put it that way. But, you know, now we're celebrating her first birthday, so everything turned out great. I also had somebody ask me why I wanted to be a YouTuber. My main thing is, when you look at a lot of YouTubers who have kids, either they don't talk about the children at all, or when they do and they do mommy stuff, you don't ever see the bad things that happen. Most people don't talk about that. So I wanted to put a YouTube show that talks about all the bad things. If anybody had questions. So most people nowadays, you know, it's completely different from how our parents raised us. You know, my mother gave me water when I was a baby. Her pediatrician told her, after the child has milk, give them water so their throat won't have all that milk still in it and clog up their throat. Nowadays, we know you do not give babies water at all, because that can cause problems with their digestive system. That can cause problems later on. It can give them seizures, according to some studies. I wouldn't know that unless I talked to a pediatrician or I looked it up. Most people don't do that. Most people have all these questions and they don't know who to ask. So ask away. That's my whole point, is I'm going to talk about the good, bad, and ugly. And I do mean ugly. As long as people have questions, I'm here to answer. That's why I wanted to start this YouTube channel, because most people won't tell you the truth. Most people won't talk about the horrific, and I do mean horrific, pain of having a C-section, let alone an emergency C-section. Oh my God. A normal C-section goes sideways. An emergency C-section goes from your belly button down. I had an emergency C-section. No, it's not fun. It's horrible and painful. Even more so because anytime you cough and laugh or sneeze, you could end up opening up the sutures again. So, yeah. That's my take on it. It's just a simple ask questions. If I have the answers, I'll give them to you. If not, I will consult pediatricians. I will do what I can to find out the correct answers for everybody, or at least give the best answers I can. I, of course, anytime it's a medical question, I will, of course, talk with a pediatrician and a few other doctors. I can also try and find websites that also state what I'm saying just to make sure. But then again, everyone also needs to remember any questions that are asked, all of my answers are based off of what I have found out from my doctors, or it's my opinion. And I will, of course, let everyone know if it is my opinion or not, and then what is also from a doctor, an actual doctor. So, again, you know, if you like what I say, please, of course, like this, so that way I know I need to keep more videos up. Please subscribe and make sure that you hit that little bell on the side there, so that way anytime I post, you'll get a notification for it. Also, you know, with questions, ask whatever you want. Again, anything, I don't care. As long as it's not political or religion, we're good. I'll answer just about anything. I guess that's all I have for today. I will get back to y'all next week. So, have a great weekend, you know, have fun, and see you next week. Bye!